Oh, here's Brian from Righteous Vendetta here in Tupelo, Mississippi, man. Just quickly talk about the tour and what's it been like with Taproot so far.
Yeah. Oh, it's been amazing. I think we're about 2 weeks into it now. We've had some great shows. We were down in Mississippi, and then we were back up north. Now we're back down to Mississippi, so it's kind of been like up and down. But the shows have been great. The Taproot guys are amazing, and it's been a great time.
Yes, kind of the perils of the road we were talking about before we turned the tape on, but down Mississippi, back up. It's never like Mississippi, then
Right.
it's not in line. We'll talk
No.
about touring. How tough is it? What are some of the hard things about touring?
I mean, it's tough in a sense of like you're away from your home. You're away from your comfort zone all the time. You're home. We're sitting in it right now.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know, man. I love it so much that I don't really see like the bad things about it. But it's definitely like you don't eat well, you don't sleep, you don't get to sleep in your own bed. So, I mean, it's one of those things where you win some, you lose some, but in the end, it's worth it.
Yeah. What have as my little boy Spencer here interrupts, what have the crowd reaction been to the new stuff? And just we talk about the album coming out and Hey, quit. What's the new music like? How's the response been?
Yeah. The response has been great. I mean, obviously there's some people that are kind of like, oh, you guys should have stuck with your heavy metalcore sound, and which is fine. That's how people feel, and that's how people feel. But overall, like big picture, it's been so much greater for us. I mean, the instant we switched more of that sound. We were on tour 10 years, Taproot, Trapped. We're going on these big tours, which is what we wanted to do in the first place. So that said, it was definitely better for us to do. And we enjoy it more. It's challenging us. I'm becoming a better musician. My guys are becoming better musicians. They're just all around just better for us.
How do you describe the new sound?
We're describing it. We're pitching it to people as literally the very middle of active rock and metal, like right in the middle. It's basically hook-infused metal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you talk about changing. Why did you want to change? Was there a long thought process to it? Did you have to think hard about it?
I mean, we thought about it for about a year. It was about a year when we were kind of like throwing the idea around, like, dude, we should just, go for more of a radio, like a mainstream rock sound. And so then we did This Pain. We wrote This Pain. That was our first thing we ever did with that. And once we did This Pain, man, we were like, dude, we're going, because This Pain did 15 weeks in the top 20 on Christian radio.
Right.
And when we got a Billboard spot, we were like, holy cow, man, like, let's do it again,
Right.
It was really cool. And so that kind of morphed into doing an EP, now the full record, so yeah, it's just it's a challenge. It's great for us. We love it.
You talk about Christian radio. I listen to ChristianRock.net a lot. How important are those outlets as far as getting Christian music out there?
Yeah, I think they're very important. There's some people that argue they're not. There's some people that are sold on it, and I'm one of those people where I totally believe it's worth it. I mean, we have people come to shows every night. They're like, oh yeah, I heard you guys on Radio U or The Call or one of those stations, and I truly believe that people that listen to Christian radio come to shows because of that. So
Billy Corgan, obviously Smashing Pumpkins, said a while back he thought the future of rock was God. I don't know if you heard that.
I did hear that.
Or not, but what are your thoughts on that? Is that a reference to Christian rock getting bigger, or is he talking about something else? Or you think?
I don't know, man. It's one of those things where it's possible. I see a trend in not only our country but the world in general. People want God less and less. I mean, there's been a big resurgence of people that are accepting God, but there are also a lot that aren't.
Right.
So it's hard to, dude. I really don't know. I see where he's coming from and where the possibility is, but there's no way of saying. I think that he could be very accurate with that statement. Yeah.
How's your faith play into your songwriting and band overall?
Yeah, I mean that's it. It directly influences the music, the lyrics, and our band. I mean that's what we are founded on. That's what we're sticking with. And every band's got something they're trying to push. I mean, obviously there's some bands that just want to go party or whatever, but there's always some underlying statement or underlying idea, message, morale, whatever you want to call it, that everyone's trying to push. For us, that happens to be our faith, and more specifically our faith in the gospel. So, yeah, I mean, we're sticking to our roots. That's how we roll, and no matter how big or successful or whatever happens with us, we're always going to be that band.
Any bands or tours you kind of eyeing next? Any guys you want to tour with? Maybe a dream band you want to tour with?
Yeah, I want to tour with For Today. I've always just looked up to their standard, and I just think it's amazing. I think they're great guys. I'd love to tour with them. I really want to tour with Killswitch Engage. I wish I could tour with Killswitch Engage if Howard was still in it, but I'm cool with Jesse too. That's fine. Killswitch. Yeah, I'd love to tour with Breaking Benjamin if they ever got back together. But,
they've played here a couple times.
Have they?
Yeah.
At this place?
No, they played over the Coliseum. Well, it's called Bancorp South Center.
Oh,
you probably saw it down
there.
there.
Yeah, they're quite a bit bigger than this place.
They play with Chevelle, I think, in a couple
Right.
of years.
Yeah, so I think those three would be pretty sweet in my book.
Now, you guys on the road a lot. Who are you listening to? Any new bands? Or maybe some bands we're unaware of that you want to put?
Yeah, I mean, I've really been listening to, we've been listening to Alter Bridge just let out the new stream of their new record. So we've been jamming that a little bit. Jamming some All That Remains. In Berlin. These are all bands you've probably heard of. I'm trying to think of some underground stuff that we've been jamming that you'd have to ask the other guys. They're more into the newer underground stuff, man. I just like the stuff that everyone likes, you know.
Any chance to look around the cities? Have you seen Tupelo? Of course, you just got here. You played Memphis last night. Have you seen anything here you've been impressed with, or not much time to walk around?
I really haven't had any time, man. I went to the UPS store just now, and that was pretty sweet. That's it, though. That's all I've seen.
When can people expect to get their hands on the record? I mean, how many songs on the record?
Yeah, there's 14 songs.
14.
Yep. 14 songs. If you were at the show tonight, you could have got one, but unfortunately had a little mishap. You don't have the CDs now. Yeah, it comes out October 8th.
Okay. You can buy it online, all the outlets.
Yeah, righteousvendetta.com. You can pre-order it. It'll be on iTunes, Amazon, and all that stuff.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey, Ryan, man, I sure appreciate you hanging out with us, man.
Oh, it was great. Thank you.
Hey, thanks a lot.